different way of being in the world. I think a poet is more susceptible to being, a poet tends to be, not all poets are sensitive, but a poet tends to have a certain sensitivity or a sensibility that is more open to the truth and to other people. That's not always the case. And a poet is, of course, just devoted to the whole being of language, just in tune to the sounds of things and to seeing things. A poet is more perceptive. You know, you just see, and it's a poet's business to see things in a new way and to write them in a new way, to be original. So I try to bring all those gifts of the poet to my fiction and to plays. Because people anticipate from me, I think usually they anticipate a younger voice. Yeah. Because, well, my last book of poetry was published in 1998. So that was quite a while ago. Yeah. And I'm not going to say how old I am, but I'm not a spring chicken. Right. When I hear that, I think of George Kent, the critic, who he was talking about the work of Gwendolyn Brooks, the poet, and he said, we arrive at the universal by going down deep into the specific. Yeah. So by being faithful to who we are, by exploring who we are, by going deeply into who we are, we arrive at truths that other people can access, you know, yeah, without giving up anything about who we are. So I'm not offended.
You're not offended
by that. You know, I don't go out of my way to make myself accessible to other people. Right. But if they do, if they are open to it, yeah, and then get something from it, fine. Mm-hmm. When I first started my career as a poet, it was more popular. But I have to say, I think these younger poets are bringing it back in the same, so that it is as popular. The young poets at Canem are just they just bridge the gap. They just come in so many different kinds of ways. Some of them are almost like performance poets, mm-hmm, and some of them are just strictly for the page. But it is. And then when I see my students at the city college that I teach at, I see them liking poetry more. Mm-hmm. So I think it is coming in. I think it's more popular than it was. Yeah. But it is not as popular as it was in the 60s, but its popularity is increasing. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Don't do it.
Don't do it unless you have to do it. Yeah. No, also write and read and write and read and live and love. That's and be honest and try to tell the truth.